name is Amit Kumar. I am lecturer at ICT University of Sindh, Jamshoro. Well, my question is regarding the education. If you want to make a strong Pakistan, then can't you make it possible in Pakistan? Because every common people is not able to go US. We cannot make it Pakistan strong. At least we need 100 years to make Pakistan strong. So it is good if you are offering 3 to 4 years program in our own universities. If you want to make Pakistan strong, then make the education system of Pakistan will help us so that we make our education system strong. So everyone can get the education.
I think that's an excellent idea. The point that we want to have is not so much that we are relying on government grants, which we take seriously and which we invest in. The best way for universities that I have seen in other countries to develop exactly what you're talking about is for our embassy not to be the source, but to be the middleman, to be in the middle of making the relationships between our universities and yours. The links between universities are the best way to have what we call the two-way, what everyone wants, the two-way investment. Not just taking people to the States, but bringing people here. Because let's face it, right now, mainly because of the security situation, many American academics or students don't think of coming here. What they need is a better understanding of the dynamism of your country, of the friendliness of your country, of all the ideas that those of us who live here get to see, but which people in the States don't. So there's two pieces of it that I can see. One is we need to work with your law enforcement people, with your army, to make sure that we do what we can to make this a safe country. That is to work on the security background. And second of all, that we come to people like you and introduce you to contacts at the university in Colorado, at the university in Connecticut, at the private universities around our country, so that you have those kinds of relationships that your students can go there, but more important for us, that our professors and our students can come to you. We had that in years gone by, and we need to have it again.
About education, that the mostly female education from Pakistani, they don't prefer. Why is it?
There are more Fulbright scholars from Pakistan to the United States than from any other country in the world, more than Russia, more than China, more than India, more than anywhere in Africa. We have singled you out because we see the extraordinary potential for Pakistan, the importance for Pakistan, the proof of our commitment for long term. Sometimes there is a myth that America is only interested in Pakistan for a while and then we leave. And this is something many people talk about. And in fact, in 1990, it was true. We did, and it was a big mistake, and we admit it. Now, in our assistance programs, those programs that Marilyn's talking about, we are making sure that these are long-term commitments. Because education is long-term, just as you say, cradle to grave. We want to make sure that we're not only becoming your friends now, having your elite students study in the States, and maybe get our students to come back and study with you, but that those friendship and that knowledge continues through the rest of our lives. That's what we've got to build, and we admire the fact that you're committed to it. So thank you.
My name is Shazia Shah. My question is that the process of the scholarship of the Fulbright or any other scholarships are very much difficult.
I know it's a difficult process. Everything to do with getting money out of government seems to involve a lot of red tape, and we're no exceptions. We do have the US Educational Foundation that's based in Islamabad, and they have staff people there whose job is to help the applicants.
Sir, I have 3 questions. The first question is Americans' reactions about Pakistan, and second question is that my friend applied for the visa, and the visa person said that remove the word Muhammad from your name and we can going to issue this thing. So what is this? And third question is that there is a waves on the surface that the Taliban, the Tanzim, famous in this world, is made by a high journal of Pakistan and hotter sitter of America. Then what the factors happened that these forces against come to both of us? So what the real fact? Is it made by those 2 countries?
I think I understood the first question, which is the attitude of Americans towards Pakistan. Most Americans traditionally have had very good ideas about Pakistan, but it's unfortunate that in recent years there have been misunderstandings on both sides. We think it's very important that the kind of things we've talked about today, the people-to-people exchanges, the understanding of why people have the feelings they do, need to increase. I believe that the rise in misunderstanding is in large part due to the fact we simply don't have enough contact with one another. So I agree it's a problem, and we will do what we can for it. The second question was?
About the name Mohammed.
The name Mohammed. I think what this man was referring to is we have had very tight visa restrictions, especially since 9/11. And what happens is everyone who applies for a visa is checked. And there are many what we call false hits. That is, if your name is Cameron Munter, and there is another Cameron Munter, and he has done something wrong, it takes a lot longer to process my visa. You have the misfortune in your country that you have actually very few last names and first names relative to the number of people. Here's 180 million people, and there are just many names that repeat. Unfortunately, our computers see that. It's not your fault. It's just the way our system is, and it takes a long time. I wish it didn't. Look, we have a lot of problems, and we should work on the problems that make sense. Okay? Okay. You're telling me that the Taliban is from America? No, I'm serious. I'm not playing games. I just don't.
During the war for Afghanistan, war against Afghanistan, the Talibanization was created by a so-called hot journal.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I understand. Yes, the historical background of our fight together against the Soviets has all kinds of roots that led to these problems today. But let me emphasize, and this will be my last words today, that the issue for us is to look forward. If we sit and dwell on all of these issues, who is right, who is wrong, whose feelings are hurt, who feels bad, we're not going to get ahead. We have to do something where we sit down and say, what is in our interest? What do we believe in? What do we have in common with the Americans? What can we do with them? Because, believe us, we want to help. If we make mistakes, we need to learn from you, and from you, how we can avoid those mistakes. Let's look forward. Let's make sure that we talk with one another through education, through all kinds of ties, and so that we don't get caught up in arguing about things that happened in the past.